Hello, it's Karmatos, and welcome to another The Meme deck. I'm just gonna keep knocking these out of the park, and I was scratching my head trying to think what's gonna be my next The Meme. Let's do something really different, really random, and then it clicked. Let's do a random The Meme. So, what do we have? LOL, I'm so random. And who's the most random warlord? I think it's Callidus Assassin, since you get to literally become a different warlord until attacked. And it turns out that I had never actually played this warlord yet until making this deck. I don't know why. And it's not as random as I thought. You actually get presented with 3 options and pick one. Who would have thought? I don't know if that was always the case or introduced a little later. But the theme here is that every single card involves a random element to it. It either generates random cards, deals a random amount of damage, applies damage to a random source, so on and so forth. So these are just the ones that I picked. There are more than these, and I could have maybe done some more singletons, but I tried to throw together something that would at least function well enough to win 4 out of 5. So here they are. Kai Zulain. Naturally, display 3 random tactics, choose one and add it to your hand. It's my new favorite, random generator. It's super nice. And of course, precog, etc. Sibilans. Too much Star Trek. Return a random enemy troop to hand. Yeah, naturally. It's a nice 3 for 3/3, good way to get off 3 to 6 damage, and your opponent will often, you could potentially stall them a whole turn just by this existing and them not having a proper solution. So it's pretty nice. The Ivlin. Yep. This is 2 sources of random. 1 gives a Mark of Chaos to a random troop, not a Daemon troop, and 2, what that Mark of Chaos is itself is random, so I felt like he was a mandatory staple. You're going to start to notice that there was nothing in the 2 energy slot. Callidus Assassin here, 2 of the Warlord options are ways to reduce the cost of either any card or troops. So I thought 3 was a great place to start the general curve, and in the offhand chance you don't get either of those 2, it means you're going to get a warlord with a very good 2 energy power like Nurat or something. So that's why we just have Kai Zulain as a 1, and otherwise lots of 3s right off the bat, and you're going to see every game that it comes off just right. Jubak, naturally you get a random card from your enemy deck. Cultist Sorcerer, it is random because it puts into play a random Lesser Demon. You don't know what you're going to get. And then we have Velataris, not a very oftenly seen playing card, but it's pretty great. It's 4 for a 3/4, and it deals 3 damage to a random non-warlord enemy. So I believe that'll even hit Titan parts. Priests of Thoros. Summons a random Lesser Demon. Just seemed like a good just in case, given that the curve here is, well, we got a lot of 6s, but it's a nice stealth. It's hard to take out, and you can, in case your hand size gets too low or the game gets too long, have some fun with it. In the worst case, it's 4 for guaranteed 2, and it just seemed like a good random. Sagittari Squad, yeah. Deal 2 damage to a random enemy. The 8 of turns, both of them are going to be in here. They're fantastic randoms. Mortar Strike is the king of random. That 5 damage to a random enemy is like you're just, yelling at the screen, rooting for just the right target. Artillery Strike is random. It deals 2 damage to 3 random enemies. Very often, though, it's controlled, because if they have 3 or less units, you know exactly what's going to hit. But we're going to see it at least go off at least once with a random element. Hanun's Mortars. Similar to the Mortar Strike, but instead it's 4 damage, and instead it's 2/4. Honestly, I think I like Mortars here better than Mortar Strike in general. That 1 extra energy to also have a 2/4 troop, and it deals 1. There's trade-offs, but having both is great. Pyramid of Meme, naturally. This generates random tactics to your hand. Defense Satellites. This is the king of random, and I believe we're going to see at least 1 enemy get a 1 out of 256 chance on me. Whether that's the high or low, you'll just have to see. Helios Mortar Carrier. Naturally, that's at the end of your turn. Deal 3 damage to a random enemy. One of the best. Mount Pharos. Get a random Astarte. It costs 2 less. Quintessential random. Photon Thruster. I always like trying to find an excuse to use this card because it seems really cool. It's that 6 for a 3/7. Yeah, it can be Melgatored, but it is a jam and deal 4 damage to a random enemy troop. One of the few ways that you could mess up enemy ward. And stealth. Onotov's Barge. For each enemy, put into play an Imperial troop at random, so long as it's a frontline Imperial troop. So you don't know if you're going to get those little 1/2s, the ogres, or anything in between. And of course, Zoriel Zeth. This is just a nice power finisher. It's got that shield, it's got that destroy random enemy troop. So, how did it do? Well, it looks like I got 1, 2, 3, 4 wins and Karn. And we're going to take the Colonel Onatov match with a grain of salt, because they were clearly doing a challenge, I think, but it was still fun. So here we're going to start with versus Kelbor, which honestly is probably one of the best matchups for this Warlord, because he has to decide between face bashing with his Warlord and getting off his power. So any turn I can convince him that he needs to attack. There's Lucretia, turn 1.
There's nothing next to my will to win.
You know, we're going to deny his ability to generate mechandrites. For example.
I am faceless.
That's a unfortunate opener, but all things considered, I got the utility out of Jubok before it was bounced, so I call that a win. Hey, there's Saul. Better Call Saul. As soon as I make my Saul meme deck, it's probably the name. Yeah, so this theory was, now he'll probably die bashing into it. He's not denying Saul. See how that plays out for him. Unless he's going to bash me with the 1/3. He should. Yeah, he definitely should now. He's going to. Good.
I am faceless.
Alright, who do we get now? Ooh, let's get that Battle Honor Frontline. I love this option. It's actually one of my favorite. Battle Honor, gain Frontline and Shield until your next turn, or pay 1 to gain a shield permanently. And both are very often good options with this guy. So I'm like, hit here, hit here, hit here. Yeah, buff. Perfect. Alrighty. So we'll just pop off that shield. I'm 10 HP behind, but I got a great board state going. And we got that there. Get some more cards from him. Look at all this random. Who would have thought I would get this? Which is great synergy in hindsight with this Warlord. Maybe I should have been running it all along. There it is. 4, 4, 4, 4. That's 4 to the 4th power, which last time I checked is 16, 64, 256. That was some bullshit. I can't believe I win this after that monster of a defense satellite. Okay. To be fair, I was probably going to Suicide Ram that into that anyway, and you buffing that attack isn't going to change the fact that I have 4 damage present, so... When in doubt, always try to use your bonus attack mechandrites either to dissuade it being attacked, or to... on the turn, the troop is going to attack themselves. Okay. There they both are. But I can do a guaranteed 2, and then I can use this to finish him off while staying alive. And yeah, let's give myself a shield. Because once you have the shield, battle honoring something is very satisfying. Yeah, you see, you don't want to... Who are you going to give it to? That does not matter to me. Everything I have here is less than 4, and this has a shield. Again, it's not super necessary. So we're opening with this to see if I can get him attack bonus or something. Now I can do 1 there, and a shielded 2 there, and that will take that out. And then I actually do that trade just because I still want him to try to get the +3 attack, which is still to happen. And I drop these 2 to maximize my energy curve, 5 and 4. Finally.
I am faceless.
Boom! Nice thing about fighting neutral decks is they tend not to have a whole lot of destroy target anything. They might have a defense satellite, artillery strike, orbital bombardment, but their options are definitely limited. Whew! Didn't hit the 8-1. We're gonna punish him for that. Yeah, let's get that guy. And let's try to take out the stealth. Not a lot of love. I did hit him for 4, so I got that going for me. We're just gonna, yeah, get rid of that before that's trouble. Get off the 8. And... okay, yeah. That's the time to use the attack bonus. Yeah, now you're fishing for stealth. That's a good option. I'm like, wow, he didn't heal that? I can hit it for 1. He has 2. So. Ooh, don't mind if I do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he comes out after that. What a great set of 4. That was the opening random match, and I'm like, that did pretty good. I bet it can't do it a couple more times. I want that low curve. I want that 3 cost.
We are Legion.
Who do we get? Lucretia.
Your army is nothing next to my will to win.
Such a great warlord. Should probably make some more Lucretia decks in general.
I am faceless.
Look, I was able to deny his whole trap thing because he doesn't want me to be Lucretia. Joke's on him though, I'm just gonna do it again.
There is nothing next to my will to win.
And with that troop out, I'm happy for him to be at 1, because now he's not gonna kill this first if he can avoid it. Yeah, honestly, this actually just looks like a Lucretia deck. Right now. This time he didn't attack. Let's see how that goes for him. I was hoping for attack or sneak attack. But here's the nice side of life. Now I can heal, buff, and I can throw down the cultist for 2. That's at turn 3. I've done... what did those guys start with? 30 or 35? 35.
This is about victory. True victory.
Okay, so now from 40, if we just...
I am faceless.
oh, my face. That's clever, but I am just gonna start face ramming it into you. Look at that guy. Ah! We're going with Tau for Helios Carrier. I'm like, I got him low, let's keep the aggro going. And 5 bonus damage. Oh my god. Just hitting like a truck.
We are Legion.
No, I might be bad at math here, but I got 4, 2, and 5. That's 9. I think he's gonna bow out.
Mission accomplished.
Woo! Lol, I'm so random. Alrighty. Colonel Arnotov here was a great contender for a random warlord, and I almost picked him. I just thought actually being a random warlord built more in spirit. And honestly, it's much stronger. Because then I can get Saul, and then I can drop my 3, and so on. So again, we're gonna not throw too much shade at this gentleman. He is definitely doing a challenge. I'm just playing it because the random things that happen for me are very good. For example, I randomly draw artillery. He does not attack. I get off artillery. And we're keeping him on standby for when I maybe drop a troop. See, 2 or less. 2 or less. This is a 2 or less challenge. But he didn't take out Saul. So, goodbye board state again. 3 damage to him. Clear it. Hold on to it. So now he didn't play something 2 or less. I assume that was generated through him, and that's how he wanted to spend this turn. Yeah, that seemed like a good combo. Look at that luck. This man will never act again if I can avoid it. You could generate more troops to your hand. Maybe it's not a 2 or less. Maybe it's just to play troops. In general.
I am faceless.
Okay, no more Saul, but to be fair, I didn't really want Saul at this point, but I will use an Ornitov's Barge. Yeah. Get that battle honor going. 2 ogres out of 4. I'm feeling pretty good, and I think he's about to bow out because of double ogre. Gonna play his hand out first.
Roll back.
So I hope you enjoyed that mini game. All right, we got one more good win. This is a real match. Yeah, I keep the 3, knock off the other 2. Actually got worse on curve, with a little luck.
Lies before us.
Yeah, we're gonna go with the card steal.
We will take everything.
Hey, infantry, thank God. I have no Astarte, so that would have been really sad if it was like, give all Astarte in your deck +1/+1. Ooh, who do we take? Hierophant? Hierophant.
Truths from the Hierophant.
So here's a little, I don't know. My thought here was, now he's forced to face bash into it, because if he only does those 2, I'll be able to suck the last life out, and therefore bounce whatever's there on the board. Or if he only does 1 into it or none, then it sucks 1 life out, and then he can attack for the bounce. So he has to ram his face into it. Which potentially denies a... Oh, Saul? Better call Saul? No, we're going with Oh. I remember this. The thought here was, right now, I have a lot of on-curve play that I want to do, and a Warlord with a power that costs something is not going to synergize well with it. I mean, I guess I could have, and also I assumed that maybe he would hit me anyway. So, let's go for that artillery. Pray it hits the bird. No. But, thanks to flank, or cleave, excuse me. Up. I'm gonna take 5 damage. It's gonna hurt.
I am faceless.
But I did manage to take out that nasty 4 trick. Let's defense satellite. I hope. Why Rask? I see energy turn 6 coming up. I'm afraid of a pyramid. I figure he's gonna bash me anyway.
That won't stop me.
And or even if it was either of the other 2, I want to play mortars or photon, so I'm not gonna use the warlord power no matter what comes out. So again, that nice passive of destroy structures or vehicles. So now I can deny him playing either. Terror. I feel kind of bad here. I would have played Mortar Carrier Except it had terror, which means it would get off a 3 damage, so I avoided it.
I am faceless.
So that way the 3 there, and then he just tears in reality my troop away anyway. Really maybe should have double played. But that turn turned out great for me. Callidus Typhon. My health is low.
Part of the plan.
And this seems like a perfect turn to do this. I can heal 3, I can hit 3. That's a net 6. Yep. But can't kill it. I, however, am going to artillery strike that away and heal more. And throw down, I guess, a Jubok or something since it's got no board state. Now, I'm not going to take the 3. I'm not going to lose the troop. So this worked out just right. And in case there's a flank with cleave combo, I'm dropping my troops on either side of myself, so that way he can't get both. Of course, he's gonna get both. Man. I have a combo. Let's drop 4 troops. Let's give them all Daemon Host. Or 3 troops, excuse me. Double flank. Yeah, take him out before he buffs him. So obviously the 2-3 getting terror is not very useful, but you can't win them all. That's trouble. Hey, there's that flank cleave combo I was talking about. Thank goodness I threw both those 4-2s into him. Will it hit? It does! Luck be a lady tonight. Yeah, my hand's feeling pretty low. Let's generate some love. Will he attack? No. Hey, I think this actually counts as me winning with Callidus Typhon. What do you think? Okay, what do I do? We're gonna heal up extra, just in case he has some kind of 4 damage fast combo coming, because he's got 8 damage there on the board, and the last thing I need to do is lose. And I'll just throw out the frag grenade for giggles. Oof. Can't believe I brought this back. Yeah.
I am faceless.
Yep. I'm like, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh, wait, all units? Goes out like a champ. My pyramid meme was about to get a lot of marks. That was, I think, the most fun match. Maybe that and Alferez, because Alferez was such a steamroll. This one, I finally lost, and wouldn't you know it, I lost to a very random warlord. Let's see how many pings I take. And this is hard. I have 30 HP. We're gonna go Lucretia.
Your army is nothing next to
Get
my
out that
will
turn
to
1
win.
play. Cool, cool.
I am faceless.
1. Okay, he took that one. Alright, we're 50-50. No 2 energy play. Rough. Who do I get? I could heal, and so I'm going to. I'm super worried about this low health Karn thing. So my theory is if I can stall out long enough between stuns and heals, I might be able to get a dominating board presence and not die. So surprised it didn't hit me first, and now he's healing. I could artillery strike. We're actually going to go with Seek and Destroy and heal. The opportunity to heal versus Karn seems too good. So I've managed to close the gap by 5 health, and that was just undone. Who takes the ping?
I am faceless.
He took it? I haven't kept track very well. I'm sorry. I took it. Another 50-50. Alright, what can I do? Stun. Now he can't change me, and if he keeps not playing troops, I'll be able to stun lock him. Which sounds great to me. And right now I'm, dumping any energy I can to keep this even. Who do you think you are? Me? These random mortar carriers and... Good. That's the one I wanted to hit. And for 4, you drop the stealth troop. In hindsight, maybe I should have gone motor strike. I would have hit him for 5, or I would have denied that. But he manages to do 2 there. And he's managed to de-stealth me. I think this turn I make a mistake.
Faceless.
Let's see who I can get. Stun option or heal? I picked the stun. Maybe I should have gone heal. And then I wanted to guarantee take him out. That's where my mistake is, absolutely. I could have instead used the troop to take that out. I could have dropped additional board presence. Because now, I'm going to take that 3 damage. I don't have an extra 2 to deal to that. It wasn't worth suiciding my troop. That would be the other option. I use artillery and then leave the 2-2 there. Not the one I was hoping to hit. And at this point, he can do 4 to 6 damage to me. He's got 8 energy. I'm a goner. Yep, and that'll guarantee him the win once I get dinged once like that. Now he just hits me, 2 damage there. GG. Doesn't matter what happens here. Great game though. Way to go, Random. He's got his random damage, he's got his random pings, he's got his random motor strikes. If I'm gonna lose, it better be to some good random cards. Well, I hope you enjoyed this meme. If you like this, like it. If you want to see more like it, subscribe. Share this with your friends. And as always, Karmatos loves you. Thanks for watching.